Welcome to another Super Deluxe Edition unboxing video. Today we're going to take a look at the new Depeche Mode 101 box set. This album was originally released in 1989. It was a live album and famously a documentary which followed a group of kids on a bus across America and which ended up in Pasadena for the Rose Bowl concert, the famous concert that was the 101st gig of this particular tour, hence the name 101. Now this originally came out in 1989, as I said. They reissued it in 2003 for an SA CD, a Super Audio CD, which I do have, but unfortunately there's a pressing error on one of the discs, which sort of stops it playing halfway through on the multi-channel layer. The CD and the stereo SA CD part of it is okay, but the 5.1 doesn't work, which is a bit annoying. So I was rather hoping they'd include another SA CD or even a Blu-ray audio in here, but they haven't. This box is a 10-inch, roughly, it's just over 10-inch actually. It's got a kind of linen feel to it. It's a bit similar to the Paul McCartney box sets actually. Sort of linen feel with a image set in the front. So it's a bit like the old Paul McCartney book editions, if you like, but this is actually a lift-off lid box set. So let's take the lid off. So that's the sticker that goes on the front, and this is the backing sheet. So there is a backing sheet which gives you all the various bits of information. We're going to go through everything in a fair amount of detail. So what we get on the top here is a booklet, a perfect bound booklet, which has photographs of the tour. That's the Rose Bowl Stadium there. So quite evocative photos from the era. In fact, this looks like it's all Rose Bowl actually. No words in here, it's all photos. So that's what you get on the top. And then there's also this another booklet here, Anton Corbijn photographs. It's very thin, this booklet. The thing is, he's got his own Depeche Mode book he's trying to sell, so he's not going to give it all away for free. But yeah, these are typically cool, grainy, black and white images. But you know, relatively slight, that is. And then the last bit of kind of stuff you get is it's quite a good poster actually. This is quite a big poster. It's like a film poster. I mean, inevitably the folds are a bit annoying, but I do like the design of this poster. It's a 101 poster. And then you get a little ribbon here which you can pull up to access this. This is like a thick book kind of folio. This contains all the discs, but it's quite a bit thicker than you normally get for these kind of things. There's no actual pages in it, but it's just the discs. This Blu-ray keeps falling out. So anyway, there's 6 discs here, so let's go through what you get. I guess the one of most interest is this Blu-ray, because they've gone through and they've restored the 101 film. They've sort of restored it to an HD version for this Blu-ray. It's in the 4:3 format, which I'm pretty sure is how it was filmed originally, so it's not widescreen or anything like that. The Blu-ray is also multi-region, so you don't need to worry about any issues with that. It looks really good, there's no doubt about it. You know, I was looking at some of the footage on the DVD and comparing it to the Blu-ray. Some of the sort of behind the scenes footage, and it's so much better, the Blu-ray. The one thing I would say is there's a lot of grain in the film, and I'm pretty sure that's deliberate. You can't really do much about that. It doesn't really matter how much you scan it in or do a 4K or an 8K or whatever. I mean, there is a lot of grain in the movie, and it's just, that's it. This comes with stereo. There's a Dolby 5.1, uncompressed 5.1, and yeah, it's still a great movie. I mean, admittedly the kids mucking around on the bus element of it kind of wears a bit thin after a while, but I love all the behind the scenes footage of the band, and obviously the concert footage is great as well. The middle 2 discs are CDs, basically. It's the original CD release, so that's fairly straightforward. As I say, I'd love them to have done this as an essay CD. It's a bit of a shame that they didn't, but this is Sony, so I'm not sure they support that particular format anyway. And then the next two discs, what you're getting is DVD 1 is the new version of 101 on DVD instead of Blu-ray. I mean, in effect, this is the same 2 DVD set that came out in 2003. So the second DVD is bonus material. So what you get 12 songs from the Rose Bowl concert in full, but you don't get the whole thing because apparently it doesn't exist. That's the official party line anyway. So it's a bit annoying, and they're not in sequence, which is weird. So because it starts with Behind the Wheel. The concert does, but the first song in the selection isn't Behind the Wheel, it's something else. I can't remember what it is now, so that's a bit strange. You get the bonus video of Everything Counts, which was re-released, the live version, to help promote 101. The documentary does have a commentary on here as well on the DVD. I don't really know why they didn't put the commentary on the Blu-ray. It's a bit strange, but it's on the DVD. So that's kind of what these 5 discs are about. So it's a fusion of the old and the new, really, this, because you get the CDs, which have been out before, of course. You get, the 2 DVD set, which has been out before, but one of the DVDs uses the restored version. And then you get the Blu-ray as well. The other thing I should add is you do get a download card with this. This is quite a significant element, actually, because the download card gives you a 24-bit audio, high-res audio version of the concert, but there's also an HD download which is 4K, so that Blu-ray isn't 4K, so you do get a 4K one. There's quite a bit of criticism that they didn't put the 4K version in this box set, and really they should have done that. I don't know why they didn't, but if you want the 4K version, you've got to download it, put it on a USB stick, put it in the back of your TV or your AV receiver or whatever, but quite a lot of faffing around. So it would have been nice to have seen them put that onto a Blu-ray and have 2 Blu-rays, 2 DVDs and 2 CDs for a 6-disc set. So there we have it. This is 101. So there are the discs in the bottom. Poster goes back on the top. I guess one disappointment is there's not much in the way, or really anything in the way of any writing. There's no essays about it. There's no band interviews. So it does rather suggest that the band cooperation with this particular reissue campaign was sort of limited. Nevertheless, it's a nice box set. If you're a Depeche Mode fan, it kind of brings everything together. So this retails for something just north of £100. It's fairly expensive for what you get. There's a nice quality feel to it, a sort of weighty feel to the package, and the 10-inch square size is quite a nice size, I think, for a box set. So I hope you've enjoyed this look at the Depeche Mode 101 box set. If you have, why not subscribe to the SDE YouTube channel for more great physical music unboxed. Thanks for watching, and keep holding the music in your hands. I'll see you next time.